are you feeling, Red?
I'm waiting on some aspirin, but otherwise good. Oh, where did that go? Oh, it moved down here.
Y'all smell?
Usually.
Yeah.
Boat's on fire.
That's a shame. We kind of needed that.
Oh, there's nothing for it now?
Now it's breathing fire.
Really need to disable this drawing tool.
Not again.
Now it's got thrusters.
Boy, that is a really long drink he is taking to get.
Making sure to have 20 more drinks just in case.
You know, you gotta have the optimal amount of drinks before.
That's why I just keep my drinks by my desk.
Same.
You gotta stay hydrated, serious as fuck.
Especially on the high seas. Scurvy, it's the worst.
What about the low D?
What? Ah, I see what you did there. Okay. Well played. Well played. Yes, well played. Okay, let's tone down on the drawings for these maps while we're playing.
While we're playing.
Which means while we're live. Which means while we're live. There's that host.
I really like the pride emotes.
Day's good. Let's go ahead and get started, guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Welcome, everyone, to Ghost of Saltmarsh. I believe we are on episode 4,
Correct.
and this one is titled Boats, Boats, My God, Boats. Because you're on a boat.
You can fit so many boats in here. Slaps top.
There's so many boats. So many boats.
There he is.
Good, now I can do my full bit. Ha! Ha ha! It's funny what you think of. It's funny what you think of doing when you're ill. Anyway, so I am RezPWG, co-founder of PartyWipeGames. With me, as always, is Grindis of PartyWipeGames, voted best beard halfer of PartyWipeGames by a panel of judges comprised of me. He was the only entrant.
Get wrecked.
Oh,
Morph
congratulations.
and Frost.
Damn.
Then we have Shay, the owner of the International House of NPC Adoption and Rescue, regardless if they need it, and Pancakes.
Yeah.
And then we have Ark Survivor, author of Surviving Noah, a bittersweet tale of one-man survival while eating exotic game, but only twice.
That was good.
That
That was
good.
amazing.
Then we have Morth, chairman and founder of the JELLO, Yes We Are Alive Foundation for Slime Person Rights.
I'm old enough to
Hello.
remember that commercial.
Then we have Frost, member of the Winter-themed Association of Assassins and Window Repairmen. Their catchphrase being, if we kick a guy out your window, at least we can clean up after ourselves.
Alright.
And last but not least, Kiva. Voted most Kiva for 20 years running, but he has a tough opponent this year in Kiva of New Brunswick, Canada. We're all pulling for him. Good luck, Kiva. They also do the artwork for the entire party, so big thank you to Kiva for that. Each one looks amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
This is literally the least I could do was my job.
This is the first party I've been a part of that has matching art styles.
I know, it's crazy, right?
It is pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
Or that's because Keeve and I just draw our own characters.
That's yeah.
So, last time on Ghost of Saltmarsh, you guys were tasked with attacking a smuggler vessel. This proved less than difficult, as you got on board, spooked everyone immediately, and then proceeded to beat the holy hell out of every single person, officers included. Didn't put up even an iota of a struggle. It was terrible. Crits were extremely hot that night for the party.
For the goblin.
The captain was made a fool of. And it all capped off with most of the rest of the crew, after seeing everybody get brutalized, deciding that it definitely wasn't worth the effort, and nobody wanted to get killed.
What proved slightly more difficult was apparently drowning people.
Thanks for the
You have to hold them under the water more than 30 seconds, yes.
It takes a
Or
while.
wasn't even 30 seconds. He held them under for 6 seconds.
Oh shit.
I mean, out of combat, that's great.
Why won't
to
you
be fair-
die?
To be fair, Binthos doesn't know how long surface dwellers can hold their breath.
It's fair.
That's
Fair
fair.
point.
He's amphibious. He
Yeah,
he knows how air works.
I know
but he
how it
doesn't know
works,
how
but I
long
don't.
a human could hold their breath.
Air people don't go underwater.
It's like I've never seen one of them drown. I usually save them before that.
The way they flail about it seems like it's a real terrible tragedy whenever it happens.
Now you know you don't have to rush at all, apparently.
Yeah, just gonna take my sweet ass time next time someone falls in.
I mean, you just thought you'd try up this murder thing instead of saving
I
them.
mean, but also to be fair, most of the people you save probably have a lower constitution than.
It's a fair point.
Good point. Commoners.
So, after this epic beatdown of unimaginable proportions that was laid upon the crew of the Sea Ghost, Fal Firthoff, the only surviving officer, the ship's bosun, came up and basically said, "Please don't kill us. We just want to leave, and we're fine." But everybody had the idea of, hey, crews are important for boats, so why don't we hire these schmucks? Am I remembering that correct?
Close enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I don't trust them. Not even that 13-year-old bosun.
There's not enough kobolds for her to trust them.
Yeah, where the fucking cobalt?
Don't look in the room Katza ran into. Don't even worry about it.
Those are just big kobolds. So yeah, 1 second. All right, so Katza did find that there were in fact lizard folk on board who also decided not to fight you because no. So we're gonna come back with Marybeth appearing on the boat because I'm saying that she was the one who was steering the other, like the dinghy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Perfect sense when you don't think about it.
Hey guys, I just stealth real good.
So we open up with you guys in the aftermath of the boat with Val Firthoff just kind of like, well, I guess I can talk to everybody about joining if you guys are keeping the boat.
It's our boat now.
We murdered the crew. That's the rights of the sea.
I mean, well, we're keeping the boat for sure, definitely. I don't. It seems like a really dumb idea to try and use the crew of the people we just murdered. So I mean, we could let them go.
I would like to ascertain whether or not the 13-year-old boy is murderous.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
He's got a look about him.
He's got a look.
Narrow my fisheye.
Can't trust him. Look dangerous.
Yeah, we just put him on the dinghy, get him right the fuck off. It'll be no problem. Probably. I mean.
If you really want to hire him, just keep a really close eye on him.
At the very least, we should bind him while we search the rest of the ship, in case there's more surprises.
Aye, good point that.
I'm going to approach him carrying my rope.
Yeah, he's not going to resist because he wants to live.
Good goal. Any other crew? You said there were crew below deck, aye?
Yes, there's 4 sailors below deck.
Alright, do us all a favor and go ahead and call them up.
I'll go down.
I mean, I'd rather have them up here, place where we know is secure.
You
lass.
mentioned you had a prisoner.
All right, forgot about the prisoner.
I think then it would be best you do not go down alone.
Aye. Alright, fuck it. Let's go. Where's Katza?
Does he
Katza!
Does he have keys?
No, he doesn't have keys.
Do any of the doors look locked?
Not especially.
The
Okay.
captain have keys?
None of the doors look locked.
Well, he got eaten, so...
Captain's
Oh wait, no,
right
you
here.
guys dragged him up.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he has keys to all the doors.
I'm gonna take his keys.
I'm going to tie
And
up
a
the bosun.
satchel.
You tie up the bosun. I suppose I'll go with Teheo and Binthos down below deck, eh?
All hands
seems like what
on
we were doing.
deck!
Why are you shouting?
I mean, that might work. Alright, yeah, sure, let's see if that... But if we were trying to get him up here, we could have just had the wee bosun go get him. Like, they know we're here.
Wee bosun, can you say all hands on deck?
All hands on deck. And then all the pirates come running up.
I don't think you really put your heart into that.
I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fine.
Does everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of
I-
very similar looking tokens to me.
Which one of you is the new captain? I asked my party, not them.
I was like, that's a weird. That's a
Is
good question, eh?
Rye, are you captain material?
Right, you ever sailed a boat?
I've been on many boats.
But you've never
I've-
sailed one.
I've sailed a bit.
Aye.
We're gonna make one of the fucking fish people our captain, guys. Come on. What is
I mean,
this?
I mean,
I mean, unless they're pushing the boat, that seemed kind of silly. Wouldn't it?
Besides the only guy that can repair the boat, I feel like I'm the only one that knows how to use water vehicle.
High water
What?
vehicle.
besides the only,
But why
besides
would
the
you
only
want
guy
a
who made a
boat?
sailor in Saltmarsh.
Ugh.
Yeah, the smuggler.
Alright,
out
alright,
there.
look,
Yeah, we have
for right now-
we have a smuggler, guys. Come on.
For right
I
now,
was
it's a
rich.
democracy. Alright? We're not gonna worry about that now. We can wait and argue about it not in front of the kids.
I am one of the kids.
I am also one of the kids.
Narrow my eyes.
What?
Look, we've
Why are
been
you
working
staring
fine
at me?
as just a general team together. It'll be fine. We get the boat back, and then we figure out who is gonna be captain whenever we have to sign the papers. Simple.
Okay. I realize I
hey-
still
hey-
have seaweed on me and have that like ragged sea, which
Hang on, guys. Twitch is being weird. It was saying we were hosting somebody else for a second instead of showing our stream. I just want to make sure it's working. Did everybody else see it okay?
I see it.
Yes, yes.
That was weird.
I can't be in Roll20 and also Twitch at the same
That's
time.
fine. I just need someone to confirm we can see it. Okay. For some reason, yeah, it was hosting somebody else's channel when I was looking at it. Okay, continue.
Alright. Well, I suppose I may as well go down deck. To hell, you said you wanted to go as well? Aye?
Yes, let's bind the rest of these guys first.
Ah, sure, here. I take out my 50 feet of rope. Just
Tie, tie,
hook
tie,
it
tie,
over
tie,
to
tie,
Rye.
tie. And then I tie them all together.
Yeah,
So they're like back to back.
Tie all 4 of them around the mast.
Aye, you could just tie him to the main mast.
Congratulations, you're alive.
Yay.
I mean, you know, honestly, that is a bit of a surprise given our history. So,
So I'm expecting somebody to say for now, but you know, hey, this works.
I mean, I haven't eaten.
I mean, that's up to the constable.
yeah, to be clear, I'm nae the, you know, murder willy-nilly type. They did say to kill them all, though, and, like, while I'm talking, I am just, like, haphazardly gesturing with this janky-ass handgun that I have.
Whichever one you are gesturing at looks extremely not happy that your gun safety is
Oh, yeah.
horrifyingly bad.
Like, finger on the trigger, like, very not safe.
There is
Not
there is no safety on that gun. Are you kidding?
Goddamn.
I-
Torvin shot Marvin in the face.
I imagine they're all like like tilting their heads to keep out of the
Yeah.
direct line of the.
Yeah,
It's like
and
constant flinching.
Torvin is just oblivious of this.
Alright, so you guys are gonna go downstairs, but first we're gonna go over to Katsa. So you are in the lizard folk quarters. A distinct odor about this room reminds you of a marsh or a swamp. Not fetid, not oppressive, but certainly noticeable. In the center of the area is a wood table, bolted to the deck. On the table sits a silver jug half full of a red liquid. With it are 3 pewter mugs. Around the table are set 3 upright wooden chairs, and an unlit hooded lantern hangs from the ceiling above. In the gloom, you can see 3 humanoids, one at each end of the cabin slung between the bulkhead and one of the ship's ribs, and the third hanging across the corner of a cabin from next to the aft door to the central bulkhead. Each hammock is occupied by a scaled figure, currently looking at you and wondering what the hell you're doing in their room. A small chest or box of some sort lies under the most forward hammock. There appear to be weapons under each of the hammocks.
When she comes in, she's going to immediately shift to Draconic, because she knows that is the language that they can also speak. And she's going to hiss out, greetings. Do any of you happen to hail from insert tribe name here?
I just lost my place in the book. Okay, there we go. One of them looks up at you.
Blue bog.
You mean the tail scale tribe? Man, that was stupid. No,
The Blue Bog?
Blue
no,
bog
the tail
tail.
scale tail tribe.
Wow, that is dumb. Alright, the scale
It's like,
tail.
I know I petitioned to change it.
Look, we're working on it, alright?
We have scales and we have tails. Come on, guys, this makes perfect sense.
It was won by a majority vote, okay?
That's the one. That's the one. Are you all locals or are you from another tribe?
We're locals. We're here under orders.
Under orders from who?
Our chieftain.
Named.
Chieftain.
Oh my god. And you're not part of.
It works for the Goblins webcomic. It works here.
And you're not part of the Scale Tail tribe.
We are.
Are you aware your village has disappeared?
Our village hasn't disappeared.
I checked
You
my
just
back.
can't find it.
It's like I checked my background notes and I'm genuinely confused.
This conversation is going places.
You just don't know where we went. Human.
I'm a friend of the Scale Tails. I think I would have been told if you all were moving.
We don't have a mail system.
No, but you have a messenger system.
That's outside of my department.
Where did you all relocate?
Deeper into the swamps.
Any reason why?
War.
With whom?
The three of them kind of look at each other. They look a little uncomfortable when you ask that.
You're currently on my ship. You can tell me.
There's an enemy attacking us. We don't entirely know who they are yet. There's been no survivors. But someone's attacking us. And we mean to even the odds with these smugglers' weapons.
Well, you don't work for the smugglers anymore. You work for us. Whatever deal you had with them, you'll need to renegotiate and explain more. As a friend of the Scaletails, I'd like to help, but I need to know what's going on.
This is acceptable for the moment.
Good. If you don't mind, let's step outside so the rest of the new crew can see you all and know that you're not hostile, and we can figure out what's going on and what best to do with this ship now that it's under my control.
Yeah, all three of them will go out, so everyone can
Okay, so
see three.
No, I don't do
What? So everyone up, still on the top deck, can see, or on the upper deck, can see three very large lizard folk warriors step out of the room with Katza.
I just thought of something. I'm gonna look upwards.
There is a crow's nest, yes.
Is there somebody in it?
Give me a perception check. Let's see, with a 14 and a 24, you guys can see that there is no one in the crow's nest.
We also can't see below deck. Or did no one go down yet?
No one's gone yet.
No one's gone down
No.
yet.
We were waiting for you to do your thing.
So, Katza has a bunch of lizard folk.
Look, I found friends. My friends, to be specific.
I was not expecting skill, folk. How do?
That's racist, fish face.
It's not.
I mean, you
His
have
name is
skills
Bubbles,
too.
not Fish Face.
That's why it's not racist, because we also have skills.
That's not how racism works.
I'm sorry, I'm new to this custom.
Are you sure? You're doing it quite well.
I'm new to racism.
Dab! Dab on the hater. Dab, dab. Sorry, continue.
You know these three?
They are from the Scaletail tribe, the one I've been looking for.
Do you know where they are?
Which points to the three of them right here.
No, the tribe. You were looking for them, weren't you?
Yes, apparently they've moved further inland, and she gestures to the one that told her everything.
Their names?
What are you three called?
They are called Thrashk, Trit, and Voshk.
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 And no, you can't adopt them.
Three of them stand there. They don't seem to understand common.
I repeat the names back to them. To everybody.
Thresk and Bask.
Those were words that came out of your mouth, yes.
No, they were names.
I'm not sure how, but I carried a conversation on with two of you while my mic was muted. And you all responded on cue, on time, and everything.
Amazing.
Are you feeling all right, Kiva?
I don't know.
thought
Everything was fine. I
one.
just muted myself so I could fucking eat food while Katza was doing a thing. Forgot to turn it off. And then we were talking about racism. And then like I said some stuff. Fucking Katza replied to some stuff. Binthos replied to some stuff, and I was like, "Cool." I go downstairs, and then that was it. And then I saw that my mic was muted.
Let's all take solace in knowing that it was probably hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Probably
This
was.
is how inconsequential
But we'll never know.
Mm.
All right, so those three are gonna mill about upstairs. They don't have their weapons on them, so they're not openly being hostile or anything. So who is going downstairs?
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Dwarven.
I'll I'll stay up here and keep an eye on things unless
Rye's
needed.
gonna keep guard over the prisoners.
I don't doubt her ability either with the amount of crits you were rolling last week time. It's like I got this. I can take these people. I can take these people. It's fine.
This goblin don't give a fuck.
So you three go downstairs, and wait, okay. In the center of this cabin sits a plain wooden table on which stand a pewter flagon and a pewter mug. Beside the table is a wooden chair, and hanging over the table is an unlit hooded lantern. Also hanging from the ceiling at the aft end of the cabin is a large cage that holds a parrot, apparently asleep. Next to the hull hangs an unoccupied hammock. Beneath it is a brass-bound wooden sea chest.
What's in the picture thingy?
Cider.
I take a sip.
With a hint of
Hard
lime to
cider.
prevent scurvy.
It's pretty rough, but it's not the worst thing you've ever tasted in your life. When you walk in, the parrot wakes up and then squawks, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" Squawks, and then falls quiet.
Pieces of 8?
Do I, as a man of the sea, know what the pieces of 8 are?
You know that's
I roll
something
a history
that...
check.
Yeah. That is typically what pirates will call gold coins.
I look at the parrot and I say, "Hello, friend."
It squawks, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" Squawks, and then falls silent again.
I make gestures and noises to convey that we are friends.
Alright, Bentos, I think we've lost this one. You want to go look at the rest of this ship?
Yes, you take stock of whatever's in that chest there.
Oh, aye, good idea.
Now I'll head out into the rest of the under.
Aye.
I feed him some dried fruits.
It will eat,
Is... Oh, sorry.
but that's it. It doesn't really do anything else.
Okay.
Is yon chest locked or trapped?
It will require a perception or an investigate to determine that. You're pretty sure it's safe.
Want me to use the keys?
I don't know if it's locked or not, actually. Let me check. Try and open it.
It's unlocked.
Oh,
Kaboom!
unlocked.
The sea chest is unlocked and contains grubby garments that look really unpleasant.
Yeah, I'm gonna rummage through this.
Beneath the grubby garments is an iron box that does look locked.
Yeah, there we go. Pull that out, sit down, put it in my lap. Flip down the goggles and the bifocals over the goggles to magnify. Pull out my thieves' tools.
The box is unlocked relatively easily. Inside is 200 silver, a spear, a dagger, and the remains of a crossbow.
Spear fit in that?
Yeah,
It's a big box.
Oh yeah, it's like a long. It's like a footlocker, I imagine, which is like a long
Ah.
box.
I have to remember spears in D&D are considered pretty small.
Yeah, they're one-handers. It's dumb. I hate it.
You need a long spear.
I usually think of like partisan.
Well, I mean, the typical spear is usually about a foot taller than your head. Like, they come size to fit. But I'm getting distracted. I'm gonna put this shit in the inventory.
All right. But that is all you find in the fancy treasure chest.
Are these all more that same silk stuff?
Well, I can tell you. As Benthos and Tahau go into that room, lantern light reveals an orderly cargo hold. Through the center runs the base of the main mast. Beside it, a narrow wooden stairs lead up to the hatch above. Against the aft bulkhead are stacked bolts of cloth leashed by ropes to brackets bolted to the side of the deck, so they are secure. On each side are stacked a large number of small casks, also secured by ropes to the deck.
I'm gonna check one of the casks.
More ill-gotten goods, I assume. Start moving forward. towards
You
next
discover
door.
that these are, in fact, the very same, well, not the same, but the same stuff that was being smuggled in the cove.
So wine and silk.
Yep. Brandy. For the 40 of the cat, you have 50 bolts of silk at 50 gold each. 40 casks of brandy at 10 gold each, and then 40 casks of fine wine at 7 gold each.
Can you post that?
But one of the larger crates contains high-quality mining tools at 200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Torvin's dwarf sensors go off.
I just like how many fucking toolkits are in this fucking campaign. Okay, can you run that by me one more time?
Yep, I'm gonna copy-paste it.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to divide our group loot section into group loot that we have on us and then ship loot. So I imagine we're gonna have shit in our mobile base.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
You're
And
handling
then-
the loot table?
if that's alright.
It's good. Much the same supplies.
There's another door towards the back. I can check this one. And I open the door.
You
In
get on
front
the
of me.
floor, and everyone walks the dinosaur.
I look directly upwards. Hey, Marabeth.
Everything okay down there?
I think so.
And
So
then you
far,
all,
so good.
then everybody dies.
I was like,
Oh,
well, as long
no.
as she's certain.
Alright, so Benthos, when you go in there, various unpleasant odors of humanoid occupation compete for recognition here.
Oof.
That's
Okay.
a great sentence, and I love it.
Yeah, well done.
These crew quarters fill the entire forward part of the deck. A companionway staircase leads up from a point about 6 feet from the bulkhead. Near it, more toward the starboard, is a door. Around the perimeter of the cabin, slung between hooks on the bulkhead and on supporting poles, are 8 hammocks. Judging from the way in which they hang, hammocks seem to be unoccupied at present. Beneath each hammock is a brass-bound wooden sea chest. Most are closed, but 2 have open lids and appear to contain clothes.
So crew
I'm not
quarters.
done. Apparently, they have a lot to say about this room.
Okay.
In the center of the cabin, stands a long-planed wooden table with a bench along each of its longer sides. They all appear to be bolted to the deck in an attempt to keep everything in place. The table is stained and cluttered and has an untidy pile of dirty tin plates and cups roughly stacked in a large tin bucket below. Over the table, hanging from the ceiling, is an unlit hooded lantern. Against the starboard side, an area has been curtained off by cheap, dirty cloth hangings. Proceed.
I'm gonna check the area with the cheap, dirty cloth hanging.
Yeah, do these the stairs in here go up or down?
They go up.
Okay. There is no further down as far as we know.
Let's check the foot lockers here.
I think it's just the personal belongings of the crew we, well, half killed.
Yeah,
Brutalized.
so let's check their stuff, see if there's anything useful.
That can wait. If they still have a prisoner, I'd like to locate them.
Alright.
I'm not saying you have to stop. I'm just gonna go check the other room. And I pop open this door.
This cabin occupies half the stern section on this deck, with one bulkhead running along the central line of the ship. Along this bulkhead leading up in the direction of the bow is an enclosed companionway. At its foot, a door in the central bulkhead leads to the other part of the stern. On this door hangs a dark blue cloak. A single bunk, the bed linen heaped in a pile, is set against the hull. At its foot is a brass-bound wooden sea chest, its lid closed. Under the bunk bed is a brass box, also closed. In the center of the cabin, a wooden table is bolted to the deck. On it are two books, one open and one propped up against the other. Beside the table is a wooden chair. Hanging from the ceiling over the table is an unlit hooded lantern. Just aft of the hook holds the lantern. Just left aft of the hook that holds the lantern is a hatch measuring 3 feet on a side.
I'm gonna take the cloak and then check to see what the books are.
I will light the lantern so she may read.
I just
And then
wanted
check the bound box underneath the bed.
Give me perception checks, those that are in this room, when the light goes on.
That's a 12. That's a big fat 12 from me.
So, as you guys light the lantern, you notice that this part of the wall looks a little funny.
I will check that part of the wall.
When you go to take a look at it and you put your hand on it, it swings inwards. As in away from you, which would be away, not inwards, because that would be towards you.
Thus outwards.
Thus, outwards. You find a secret door.
Ooh. I peek in.
This cramped area, only 4 feet wide at its widest, is sandwiched between the adjacent cabin and the ship's stern. It contains 8 large irregular-shaped bundles wrapped in oilskin and bound with light rope. These are piled at random on the deck, as though thrown in a casual manner from the doorway.
I'm gonna peel back the wrapping of one, see what.
And you see a dead body! Not really.
Nice.
You discover that this is the smuggling compartment on the ship, because the 8 bundles contain 10 morning stars, 10 long swords, 10 shields, one of which is emblazoned with the design of a lizard with a forked tongue extended, and 20 javelins.
I poke my head in.
Found weapons and shields, and one shield is kind of extra shiny. I take the extra shiny shield And I bring the cloak and shield over and hand them over to...
Alright. Yeah, we'll put these with the group. I'll have them. I can identify them once we're done looking through things just to make sure. Wait, hold on. I'll walk in. I poke my head into this room, narrow my eyes, and I look to the left. Wait,
There's
no,
a wall
to the
there.
Right. To the right. Yeah, look over here.
There's a wall.
Interesting. Isn't this is a door?
This right here?
Yeah, this right here.
Yes. Yep, that's a door.
Alright, I'm gonna open this door.
Okay.
Poke my head through it. It's the room that we were just in.
Correct.
With an unlit lantern.
I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna check the walls.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
Hey, this ain't adding up. 20.
You do that thing where you kind of knock on the wall, and then you hear a hollow knock. Because
There we
you've
go.
discovered another secret door.
I will poke my head in.
A dark, cramped area, only 4 feet wide at the most, squeezed in between the ship's stern and an adjacent cabin, appears to be a holding cell. A slim-figured humanoid cowers in the far corner, chained to the hull.
Oh, shite. Oi, found the prisoner!
Oh.
Uh,
I have
How
the
you-
keys.
yeah, there we go. I'll take a step back.
I'm gonna step in and get a look.
This figure is a sea elf. He's chained up.
Are you alright? I say in Aquan.
No, it's like the sponge.
Be gone, thought.
No, it's like the SpongeBob one where you gotta between every word.
Oh.
I can't under.
What an accent. He answers in Aquan. No, I'm definitely not alright.
Injured?
No.
And like I'm already like reaching out and tilting his head one way and the other to see if there's any injury.
No, he's he looks bruised up, but otherwise nothing particularly damaged done to him.
You're not broken. Why did these pirates have you?
Well, I was keeping watch because this boat was making periodic trips and it seemed suspicious, so my tribal chieftain asked me to keep watch of the area and try to get aboard. It didn't quite work out.
Well, I'd say you got aboard.
Tribe, which is a
I am from the tribe of Manan.
Does that mean I'm from a tribe too? Out of character question.
If you want to be. You can even be from the tribe of Manan.
Possibly, but I would have been a recluse. I would have gone off on my own.
Yeah, that
Because
makes
I
sense.
It's been a long time since I've seen Manan. And I take out the keys and I start to undo the...
When his chains are undone, he stands up and rubs his wrists and nods thankfully.
My companions hold the ship now. My name is Tahal.
I am Oceanus.
Clever.
Why? Why is that clever?
I don't know, it just feels clever. Very unique.
It's a very common name for sea elves. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know. Anywho, like I said, my companions have control of the ship. We are still scouring it if you want to go up top.
Well, I would appreciate being out of this cramped area. Yes.
If you wait around, I'll treat you for any, you don't look like you have any open wounds, but
Nope, they didn't see fit to harm me yet, I imagine. They were happy to starve me.
well, then I will cook something up after we finish here.
Most appreciated.
Don't jump in the water, by the way. There's scores of hungry. I'm going to be feeding them shortly.
Very hungry quippers.
Noted. And he'll step out and look at Benthos and just kind of give him a squint, like, oh, one of you. And then is on his merry way back topside, where now Marybeth, Ryan, Katza, you see a sea elf come out, but it's not the sea elf you're used to.
Oh, there's
Is this
more of
another
them.
prisoner?
What'd you say, Ryan?
Is this another prisoner?
I'm the only prisoner as far as I'm aware. Small one.
We've taken prisoners.
I gestured to the rest of the crew.
I think he was their prisoner and thus not a prisoner anymore.
Yes, your lovely blue friend let me out, but not the Triton.
Yeah, that's more of a rugged handsomeness.
Eh. If you like Tritons, I suppose.
I didn't say that much. I just wasn't going to call him lovely.
I feel good that I am not around to hear this. And I try to open the box I found under the bed.
It was technically a compliment if it makes you feel any better.
Technically.
I mean, at least from Katza.
Yeah. I don't know what
also
the sea
gonna-
elf beef is.
I don't either.
I'm also going to
Ocean
check
Reef.
the 2 books there and see if they're spell books.
Reef beef.
So, the books are Principles of Navigation by Da Korma and Legal Distinctions in Letters of Marque by Tazar.
What you got?
Not magic books. Something about navigation and something about legal stuff.
Oh, perfect. Hand them over.
I hand
I'll
them
hold my
over.
hands out. Thank you. These will go in the bag. Never know when you can use a wee bit of legal insight here out on the open ocean.
I mean, nautical law supersedes anything else, right?
I'm pretty sure. I think the way that the title, like the title used, means it's for counterfeiting.
No, it's
Maybe.
just Legal Distinctions in Letters of Marque. So, yeah, one could use it to counterfeit, to
Right.
make a more...
I mean, considering we're
Realistic
dealing
looking.
with smugglers.
That is probably why they have the book, yes.
What was the tribe name spelled? How?
Manan. It is spelled Manaan.
Manan.
Alright. So I'm gonna head up above deck, find a cozy place, and start identifying some of these things that we found. If you find anything else, just pop them back up, aye? I think this
The crew quarters are just full of their own personal affairs, I think.
Great, let's go through that stuff.
Aye, that's up to you. If you find anything locked, I could send Maribeth down, or I could do it Danae matter to me. Anyway, I'm heading upstairs.
I don't know.
Okay.
Was the tiny chest I have locked, Rez?
No.
Torvin, was there anything you needed assistance with?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Was there anything you needed assistance with looking at?
I mean, name particularly, but if you'd like to take a few of these things, probably cut down on the time.
Certainly.
Sure. All right. Let me hold on. Let me pull out the list of things. Shay, did you give me that shield?
Yes.
All right. So it was
And the cloak.
Yeah, shield and cloak. All right. So I will hand Katza the dagger and the spear that was in the lockbox, and I will fucks with this cloak and this shield.
Alright, I don't have Identify, but I can still Arcana them.
Oh, just here. Just give it to me then. I have Identify.
Yeah,
That's what I was
is
gonna do.
there anything else I can do now?
Oh,
like, is there
sorry.
any of the books to
I've-
go through or anything?
Sure. If you'd like, look, we found this book on nautical law and seals, and we also found a book on navigation. Didn't know if you're any kind of navigator, but some reading.
Might
There's
be
also
something.
a. Can you detect magic?
Yes.
Would you like to go below deck and perhaps just do a sweep around just to make sure we didn't miss anything?
Certainly. Hand the books off to Maribeth. I imagine she'd be interested in those books, given her skill set.
Bentos calls up the stairs. Tell her there's a bird down here.
There's a bird down there. It's a makes
Potential.
lunch. Either way, here you go, Maribeth. I hand over the 2 books and sit down and start to cast Identify on these 4 fucking things as a ritual.
And
Maribeth will take the books while heading downstairs.
Can I
Alright.
finally pop this box open?
Yes. The sea chest is neither locked nor trapped. It contains some garments and a pair of boots, mostly quite old, but reasonably cleaned. The brass box under the bed is locked.
That's the one I was asking about. Damn it.
That one is locked.
Maribeth, do you think you could unlock this one? And I hand
Sure.
over the brass box.
See if I can do this little thieves too.
Calm down, Hal.
The brass box under the bed is now unlocked. It contains 500 silver.
That's quite the coin purse. Very
Yes, because it's a
unnecessary
box.
coin box.
They said there's a bird.
In the other room, there was a parrot shouting things about pieces of 8.
Did you give it one?
Yeah.
Give it what?
She takes out a gold coin, a piece of 8.
I'm unfamiliar with pirate lingo.
Oh, it just means gold.
Torvin might have clarified that.
And she'll head into the.
Bitch, I don't know you an explanation.
She'll head
No,
into
you
the
don't.
room
But I'm gonna be clueless otherwise.
and she'll go up to the bird and hold out a gold coin to it.
Pieces of 8. Pieces of 8. And looks at the coin. How close are you holding it to its cage?
Like almost right up against the bar.
It snatches the coin out of your hand.
Well, it's a smart bird. And she sees the secret panels that are open. Those smuggling panels.
Yes, that's
She'll
where
go-
we
she'll go
found. That's where we found the Oceanus, the seal fellow.
That one you're in appears to be a holding room of some kind.
And the other room was filled with all sorts of, I think, weapons. Yes, that's where Tahao found that shield that Torvin is identifying.
Hmm.
There was a lot more in there, and I'm guessing this was what they were actually meant to sell, not just the silk and
And those barrels back there.
yes, the liquid.
Well, those do fetch a decent price. Yeah, smuggling weapons is a Pretty standard thing you do when you're trying to supply one side with armament over another. She'll peek her head back in to look around. Pretty decent sized. Bigger than the last one.
Tahao, are you rummaging through the belongings?
Yes.
Alright. You find a pack of well-used, greasy playing cards. If you go through the cards, you discover that there are 2 ace of spades. There are 2 sets of dice. One of them, after a couple of rolls, appears loaded. And a book called Grog Hovels, which describes taverns and inns along the coastline suitable for patronage by a pirate.
And grog.
Grog's Hovels. That's all you find. So you guys have searched all of the rooms downstairs, but quite a few of the rooms upstairs have not been searched.
I'm just doing a casual scan through with Detect Magic.
Your Detect Magic does not find anything. At least in the bottom deck.
At least in the bottom deck. Nothing
Okay.
else down here.
Is there a deck below this one?
So when you stand there, it is a grate that leads into the hold. Or the bilges, I'm sorry.
I go check down.
Do we get to see the bilge rats?
Do you want to see the bilge rats?
I mean, maybe. That's where that term comes from.
You're disgusting.
Are you sure you want to see a bilge rat? They're not cute.
So,
Maybe.
Shay, are you lifting the grate to go into the bilge?
Yes.
From the hatchway, you see a little of what lies in the gloom below. This area stretches the full length of the ship, for all you can see. The full length, for no bulkheads are in view. What must be the bottom of the ship is covered with a thick layer of wet sand, presumably ballast, on top of which is an inch or so of green, greasy water. A scuttling noise towards the sterns indicates there's some life down here, perhaps living off of the garbage thrown in occasionally by the lazy crew, or there are heaps of trash immediately below the hatch that have formed small islands in the fetid water. A particularly large one has accumulated at the base of the mast. As you move your light back and forth, you catch a yellow reflection in one of the garbage piles.
Hello. Hello.
There's just scuttling. There's nothing else down there. Nothing
Hello?
talking back, certainly.
I want to sit down for 10 minutes and ritually cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. So, back to Torvin while that goes on. Torvin, what exactly were you looking at?
I was looking at the spear, the dagger, the shield, and the cloak.
Right. The dagger. Where did that come from, if you remember?
That came out of the footlocker box.
Okay.
The first box we found.
Right. So you look over the equipment. None of it appears to be magical in any sort of nature.
Okay, not the shield or the cloak either?
Nope.
Okay.
Oceanus actually looks over your shoulder and just groans a bit. Says, they broke my crossbow. I like that.
You want another one?
Yes, but I can manage.
Well, get to shore. Winston will do you fine. I happen to know for a fact he's got at least 3 crossbows right about now.
Cuts over to Winston. We're having a crossbow sale. All crossbows must go.
God damn it, Winston. Stupid gorilla.
So, yep, none of that is magical, but it's better to know than not know.
And it's a ritual. It doesn't cost me nothing.
It's true.
Alright, well, with that done, I guess, has anybody looked through these upper deck rooms yet?
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
I've only been in here, but I didn't go through their stuff.
Oh yeah, time to rummage, look for hidden walls, more kinds of shit, foot lockers, all the things.
Probably anybody who's currently not hostile towards us probably don't loot their stuff. The lizards aren't prisoners. They didn't surrender.
If they stop me, I will probably stop.
Okay. Katza
But I'm not-
Katza did say that they don't speak common, because the DM clarified.
That's fair.
So, which room are you going in first? And are you alerting anybody to your searching?
Yes, I'm going to sit up after my ritual's done, look over at Rye, be like, none of this shite's magical, but hey, found a shield. You needed a shield, right? There you go. Anyway, and I look at everybody else who's not Rye. Gonna go look through your shite now. If I find any traps that you're not alerting me to, I pull out the gun and smile.
He'll accidentally shoot himself in the foot.
Frithhoff says my room is downstairs.
Yeah, alright, that's fair then. Probably already done that one. And I will go into this room first.
Once Torvin leaves, I take out the shield I got from the house and replace the shield that he was looking at.
So you have the lizard shield now?
Yes.
Alright. You will now have to pay Kiva to update your character art.
I mean, whenever I drew the character initially, they didn't have a shield anyway, so...
Exactly. It's got to be updated now.
Wait, are you able to use the shield as a blade lock?
Yes, I did. Remember?
Yep.
I
taking
I
the,
can honestly say I
shield-
don't, because you were...
Oh yeah, taking Hexblade gives you proficiency with shields and medium armor.
It's
And then
just
if you
Blade
get-
Singer that can't do it. Okay.
If you get improved packed weapon, then you can use your weapon as an arcane focus.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it works.
So you went in that room.
Yeah,
This cabin is clean, and its furniture in good repair. A single bunk made up with bed linen has its head against the bulkhead running along the center line of the ship next to a wooden partition squaring off the corner of the main deck. A writing desk is set against the hull towards the stern. It has a drawer on each side and 3 trays on top. Also on the desktop, just in front of the trays, is an ink pot, 2 quills, a small knife, and a pewter container that resembles a pepper pot. Not to be confused with pepper pots.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Again, I'm not done.
oh shit.
These guys love describing these rooms. There is
So
like
it's the-
3
I think they had a lot of
paragraphs
fun
per
with it.
room.
It's the exact...
Yeah, they did.
It's them rewriting old source materials, and it's the exact opposite of Mad Mage, where they gave very little descriptions.
Pretty much.
We're in a room.
You're in a
Figure
room.
it out.
Have fun.
I think over description's better than under description.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Against the desk is set an upright wooden chair, and beside it a wooden brass-bound chest. Against the hull, on the starboard side, is a padded leather couch. In front of it, a bearskin rug lies on the deck, while beneath the couch can be seen a large metal box an unlit wooden lantern hangs from the ceiling. I laugh because that has been like the ending sentence for most of these rooms.
So I'm gonna walk
They
in.
all live in the dark.
I'm gonna walk in, look around, take a breath, poke my head back outside, and just say really loudly, "Dibs!" and then poke my head back in and start searching the room. I will go through drawers, desks, and look under things. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start flipping furniture, like flipping over mattresses and patting down shit. I know how to smuggle shit on a fucking boat.
All right.
And this is a nice room.
Of the trays on the desktop next to the pewter container, which is nearly full of fine sand, one is empty and the other contains bills and receipts for the various items of marine supply. The last contains several letters of personal and intimate nature from 3 different women in 3 different ports, each of whom is under the misapprehension that she is Mrs. Sigurd Snake Eyes.
Ooh.
I mean, they're all technically correct.
And now they're all widows.
That's technically true. Wow. And a curious, semi-illiterate document requesting further supply of ironware as per previous consignments and at the agreed terms. The signature here is in the form of a pictograph and shows a lizard with a forked tongue extended.
Do I recognize that symbol at all?
Yes, because you just stared at a shield that had it.
Yeah. Do I recognize the symbol? Like, do I know it into any relation to anything?
Give me a history check.
Only a 12.
You figure might have something to do with those lizards outside.
Fair enough. All right.
Oh, I'm not done.
All right.
Paragraph 2.
Hey,
no, I'm on paragraph 4. Yeah.
Can you do me a huge solid and just like whatever you're listing off like mundane shit, just fucking just copy paste that into a list, because I'm just gonna be hiking it through, and I've been trying to keep up with this so far, but like this is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so the last document is a request from the lizard folk for more weapons, which you figured out. No, that's kind of explaining it.
No.
Because you figured out what the symbol meant, so you kind of 2 and 2. It's like, oh, they want more weapons.
All right.
The 2 desk drawers are locked.
Okay.
The 2 desk drawers are no longer locked. The first drawer contains 2 potions of healing, a dose of antitoxin, and a key.
Fancy key.
Fancy.
Looks kind of like a jailer's key.
Interesting. Look outside, but the elf we freed already has been freed, right? Like he.
Correct.
The shackles got thing. All right, I'm gonna put that on top of the desk for now. You said that was 2 healing potions and a antitoxin.
Correct. The second drawer contains 7 maps of various sea and coastal localities, prepared by professional cartographers. Beneath that is another map, crudely drawn. This map indicates a point in the marshes southwest of Saltmarsh.
Probably where them lizard people are. Neat. I'll put that aside as well.
And that is it for the desks.
Okay.
Wait,
Foot
he's
Locker
not
next.
done.
Oh shit.
No, I'm not done. Inside one of the other drawers is another drawer, and now here's 5 paragraphs describing that drawer.
Oh, actually, speaking
It's
of
got
that,
a
I'm
false
gonna.
bottom.
Yeah, actually, I was about to. I'm gonna check the bottoms of the drawers, just to make sure they don't have like false bottoms or anything.
You will go over them, and you will discover that there are no false bottoms.
Sounds great. On to the chest. Or honestly, we can go in whatever order you want, like whatever's easier for your reading.
Nah, it's fine, man. And that's what you found in the second drawer. So, you were going for the chest, correct?
Yee.
The chest under the couch. I think that was the only chest in here. Yep, that's the only chest. Or no, there's a brass-bound chest and a chest under the couch. So which chest are you going for?
We'll do the brass-bound one first.
All right. Huh. Okay, apparently there's only one chest in here, even though they've described 2 chests. Whatever.
Sure.
All right, so are you checking the chest to see if it's locked or any of that stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check and see if it's locked or trapped.
All right, give me a investigation or perception.
It ain't.
This thing is definitely trapped.
Okay. Roll the shoulders, pull out the thieves' tools. The tiger starts playing in my head.
The eye of the dwarf.
I apparently only got a 13.
All right, so go to work, take out your tools, try to disarm this trap, and there is a loud click sound, followed by silence.
I hold my breath. Was this locked?
It is locked, yes.
I'm gonna grab the key off the desk and try it.
It opens.
Sweet.
Smartass.
Still hold my breath.
It opens up, and you find. You find 10 electrum ingots.
Best currency.
Oh,
Throw 'em
boy!
overboard.
Electrum.
Best
Throw them
currency.
overboard right now. Don't
just-
ever let.
So like it opens up, I see the electrum ingots, and Torva just immediately just like, so this is where they keep the anchor.
Feed him to the parrot.
You estimate that these ingots are worth 10 electrum each, or 200 in a sensible currency.
No.
All right, so each of these ingots is 200 gold.
Yes.
Can
And
I
you
just
have
put
10 of
down
them.
Can I just put down 2,000 gold?
Yes, you may.
Okay, because we can all agree, fuck electrum, right?
Fuck Electrum.
Fuck
Hey,
electrum.
Hallister does not agree with this.
Yeah, well, Hallister can eat my butt.
Alistair's insane and split up through 8 billion points in time. His view on currency sucks.
He's also locked under a mountain, so
Hallister's-
not important right now.
Hallister's probably
Anything
the worst
else?
person to eat your butt because he's got that whole beard thing, and it's never gonna get that smell out.
You don't know how many
Any-
Cheetos are stuck in there.
Anything else in the box?
No, that's it. It
All
appears
right.
to be a payment of some kind.
Yeah, that's
course,
usually
What kind of
money's
asshole?
for.
What kind of
Buy things.
asshole would pay an electric?
All right, cool. Yeah, then now I'm just gonna turn over the rest of the room. So grab whatever else you would like. I'm being
There
thorough.
is a gray cloak that hangs on the back of the door that you can now see because the door is closed.
Does it look Does it look fancy?
It looks pretty fancy.
So
Hold on.
fucking fancy.
Let me check my fucking spells right quick. I do have it prepared.
There's also beneath,
Oh, I'm out of
underneath
spell slots.
the cloak, hanging on 2 pegs, is a pair of slippers.
Ooh.
They look real comfortable.
I mage hand those away. Ooh, these look nice.
You are
I'm
not,
not even there.
You are not here.
I am not there.
All right, I will put those on the bed. I figured out how we're gonna do this.
Mhm.
Torvin's gonna look through the rest of this room, and then I'm just going to. You can cut to somebody else after I'm done with this room,
Okay.
and I will just be detecting magic on a bunch of shit.
Okay.
All right, bed next. Fuck it, I'm gonna turn it over, pat the mattress down, flip it through things.
You have ruined a perfectly comfortable bed by flipping it over.
I can put it back.
Can you?
You can
though?
put it back, but
All right. Nothing under the bed.
no, nothing under the bed.
All right. Anything else of note to search through here, or anything else look shady or shifty?
The only thing left that you really haven't poked at is the bearskin rug.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the bearskin rug.
All right, you flip it over, and there is a hatch.
Ooh. Is the hatch locked?
No.
I open the hatch.
You open the hatch, and it leads to the room below.
Neat. Whose room was that?
Whose room was that? Let's find out together on a very special episode of Saltmarsh. It was the female first mate's room. You can infer what you will.
Yeah, I figured. Alright. Close the hatch. Put the thing down. And I will start casting Detect Magic on this cloak and these fancy slippers.
All right. So, anybody else going on a wild chase of investigating one of the unoccupied or unsearched rooms? Right, you haven't done anything.
I am circling the prisoners and just every so often threatening them if they try to do any.
While Maribeth is kind of like leaning and like back looking towards him while reading the books. She's like, yeah, she's gonna get you.
She's gonna get you. She's gonna kill you.
I'll go into the lizard
Turn a
room.
page. Like,
and
yep, she crazy.
I'll
The
go-
lizard room.
And I'll give it a scan over with Detect Magic. I'm not going to touch their stuff. I'm just going to look it over.
All right. So there does not appear to be anything magical within this room.
All right, that's all I need. I'm not going to mess with their stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start checking off the rooms you guys have looked through. Oh, no, we haven't looked through that. Just gonna give that one just a big old check because you guys looked through everything down there. But yeah, you guys got a couple more rooms to go. So anybody want to check any of the other rooms?
All of them.
Okay, but which one first?
I look down at the bilge and say, "Hello, hello,
Oh, all right, you did.
hello."
Speak with animals.
Yes.
So when you say hello, you hear back a cacophony of "Ah!"
Why are you screaming?
I'm communicating.
I guess that is something you could say you are doing.
Insight check.
Okay.
Does I know what it is?
It sounds like a lot of insects.
Oh, days bugs. I'm going to. Look for a stick.
Probably find a pole or something.
Yeah, and then I just kind of like look down and kind of poke poke at the bottom.
You hear the scream again.
Why don't you just ask them
Hello.
to come out?
How are you all today?
Still screaming.
How's your day? Day how?
Hungry.
I'm going to take out some. I'm going to take out some rations and kind of like drop them down there.
When you drop the rations and they land in the water, the fetid water, you see just a massive swarms of grubs come out of the water and just devour it.
Oh, that's pleasant.
We have an executioner.
That's a little disturbing coming from you, Shay, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. Not okay with that.
Okay, talk later, bye.
That's a very unsettling amount of grubs.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of them. Do you see how fast they eat the food?
Yes, that's why it was unsettling. I'm gonna go back above deck now. Okay, bye.
Is this room checked off?
Yeah, you guys looked at through everything.
Okay, I'll go back up.
Hello, Bubbles.
Hello, Rye.
All the captured pirates snicker.
Don't laugh at Bubbles.
It's kind of funny though.
Don't laugh at Bubbles. I'll fucking cut you.
I will
She'll
swing.
cut you.
I will swing the saber into the mast next to his head.
Point taken.
You didn't
It's
see
like-
what
It's
she
like-
did.
it's like-
It's kind of funny. It's
You
not
didn't
that
see
funny.
what she did to the rest of your crew. By the way, your ship is infested. Our ship is infested. There's an unsettling amount of grubs down there in the bilge.
So I dropped some like some food down there, and they ate it in like seconds.
Why would you feed the grubs?
I wanted to see what was down there.
She said they were hungry.
They're grubs.
They scream and say hungry. I'm gonna go through these people's stuff.
You guys already searched their stuff.
Okay, if they've got nothing valuable left on them, I'm gonna toss their bodies in the water.
I'm gonna
And
go in this room.
Watch the quippers eat them.
This is a side of Shay that I have never seen before.
Hey, natural order.
Shouldn't we take something as proof that we killed them?
The ship?
Well, we've got the prisoners in the ship.
Oh, the side.
Cut off their left ears. And I take the pirate. I take the captain.
Reading.
I take the captain's hat, and I start putting the ears.
Put the ears in the hat?
Yep.
This is some very twisted lottery.
Huh?
I'm gonna inspect this room and have a look around.
And then I'll toss the bodies over and let the quippers eat.
Alright, quippers are happy that they get to eat. So, in that room, This seems to be one of the master cabins. The furnishings and fittings are of good quality, and the place is tidy. A single bunk, made up with bed linen, has its head against a bulkhead running along the central line of the ship. A polished wooden table stands in the center of the room, bolted to the deck. On the table is a silver bowl containing an assortment of fruit, a silver carafe, don't know what that is, half full of a red liquid, in a silver goblet. Set at the table are 2 upright wooden chairs and a padded leather chair. On the deck, toward the stern, is a wooden brass-bound chest. Beside it is a pair of highly polished black leather boots. From the center of the ceiling, over the table, hangs an unlit wooden lantern.
Yes. I will light the lantern and check the chest.
Casually sneak in here to go inspect the goblet and the.
I hand
Correct.
Maribeth the fancy boots.
Well, thank you.
Give me a perception check if you're looking at them boots.
Both of us?
No.
Okay.
One of those boots on the heel has a false bottom. It's got a hidden compartment in there.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm gonna open that bottom up.
There's a key.
Wow, this ship likes to hide a lot of stuff. I found another key.
Does this chest appear locked?
Yes.
And I'll
Mind
hand
handing
the
that
key
over? I will put the key in the lock. And turn.
Okay, so you're opening the chest.
If the key works, yes.
The key does work.
Okay.
All right. So you unlock the chest, you flip open the top, and then there is a rush of gas that quickly fills the room. And I
Oh,
need
of course.
a Constitution save from the both of you.
Open a window!
Too late, you're
Oh.
dead.
Boy, it's a 9. Why?
Wow.
All right, so Maribeth, you see Benthos open the chest and then just immediately get gassed in the face. And he turns to you coughing and says, "Open a window!" And then immediately wobbles and then just slams on the ground unconscious.
Oh. She's going to immediately open the window and then run out and be like, careful in there, gas.
Benthos
Benthos
is
down.
dead. Benthos dead.
Looks like
Okay.
fish is back on the menu.
I'll handle it in a minute, and I'm gonna go back downstairs before I threw all the bodies over except for the captain, and
Oh, Shay.
I'm gonna go back down.
Shay, please,
And-
no.
I'm gonna go drag Benthos out, because he probably doesn't have a minute.
It's just, I'll be there in a minute. He's just gas. Gas.
It's fine. He can hold his breath for a minute in poison gas, right? While unconscious.
I can breathe in water,
It's just
not
like-
poison
it's just
gas.
like-
I'm dragging
All right.
it. I'm dragging
All
him
right.
out. I'm dragging him out.
All right.
I've already done it.
All right, because the window was open, the gas is not staying in the room, so you do not have to make a check.
Thank you.
I take out the medicine kit. I take out some smelling salts. And I just hold it under his nose, kind of slap his face.
I mean,
Benthos, give me another
give him
con
a
check.
roll. Give him a really good slap in the face for sure, but
Oh, do not slap my gills.
slap.
I
those
imagine that is
gills.
painful. 21.
You snap awake when Tahoe slaps your gills.
Okay,
Works
Bubble
every
is
time.
still alive.
It's like being punched in the throat.
Come back.
Thank you. I was not aware I was out. What occurred?
The
Wow.
chest
Knock
is
the fuck
trapped.
out.
The chest was a gas-breathing mimic, and when you poked it, it got angry and breathed in your face, and then started dancing around your body, summoning a whole bunch of imps. There was this huge fight. You missed it, but we prevailed.
Maribeth is going to slowly ease back into the room once the gas is clear to get out of this
That
conversation.
sounds awful.
out of character, what happened was we saw the difference between Benthos searching a room and Torvin searching a room.
I'm full of shit.
I'm a fighter. I don't have an investigation check. He also doesn't know very much about traps.
Well, you know a little
Yeah, you
more
do.
now.
Okay, this is literally all this character is good at, so it's fine.
All right.
Oh no, it's
So-
great.
So you're back in there, Mary Beth.
Yeah, now that the gas is clear, I'm gonna go search the chest.
All right. So the chest contains clothing, a leather purse containing 50 gold pieces, and a spell scroll of Gust of Wind.
Ha.
Also has a spell book attributed to one Punketta.
Oh ho ho.
It's got like all the like high school era like drawings on the front of it.
The weird
You
S
suspect
scratched in.
Yeah, you suspect Punketta's not really her real name.
I mean, it doesn't matter where.
First thing Mary Beth's gonna do is look at the clothes to see if they fit. Because, you know, new outfits are always nice.
Hey Rez.
Fit. Yeah.
Before my speak with animals wear off, I'm gonna go down and talk to the parrot and be like, "Hey, would you like to meet my friends?"
Pieces of 8. Pieces of 8.
Well, yes, but you know, one of my friends. You know what? I'm gonna open the cage and hold up my arm if he wants.
Give me an animal handling check. And yes, Punketta was a halfling, so she is not.
The fuck is with my roll?
They
So
do not,
goblin-sized clothes. Okay, good.
pretty much.
Good, so an outfit for... Then she'll take the scroll and the spell book and come out and hold them out to Katza. Like, I found some nerd stuff.
Yeah, nerd stuff.
The parrot doesn't seem willing to hop on your hand. It might have to work at it, but didn't fly away. Alright, so that spell book contains... I have to look for it because they don't put all of these people in a convenient place. The following spells.
Hey, Torvin, they found a spell book.
Great, give it to Katza.
Jokes on him, I already did.
We already did.
Hanging above the spell book is an unlit lantern.
An unlit hooded lantern, thank you very much.
Apologize, I forgot the hood, the most important part.
It is
It
important.
has all of those spells.
Ho ho.
Can't copy cantrips.
You can't.
Well, no, because you know all cantrips. You just choose which ones you want.
Oh, that's true. Then ignore those.
Mm-hmm. But this
Yeah,
could
now
be
it would be a
somebody-
waste of pages.
You're a waste of pages.
Oh.
Probably.
Wow, Misty Step. Oh, damn.
I mean, depending on what kind of gas that was, it might have been a bad thing I lived.
All right, I'm gonna tuck that spell book away too.
And you are pretty and it also had a spell scroll of Gust of Wind too. So, and 50 coins, and that's what you found in that room.
What about those rooms over there? And she'll point in this direction.
Do I have advantage because I speak to animals?
For
No one's
what?
been in that one yet.
For animal handling?
No.
Okay.
Yep, there's still 3 rooms unsearched.
And I will point that out to Maribeth.
I'll start searching this room.
A crude
Are you-
metal stove, not lit, leans against the hull. It has an adjustable metal chimney that can be placed through a vent hole when it is opened. Next to the stove is an open metal bin containing sticks of wood kindling, and beside this is a large wooden table bolted firmly to the deck, with a thick top crisscrossed with score marks. The table has a large drawer. Hanging from hooks set on into the hull above the table are 2 iron frying pans, 2 saucepans, and a skillet. Set against the bulkhead opposite is a large cask filled with a clear liquid. Beside this stands a wooden cupboard. Against the bulkhead, besides the forward door, is a wooden upright chair, and hanging from the center of the deck above is an unlit hooded lantern.
Mother of God.
I did not expect that.
Truly the most evil.
Well, she'll check the drawer, and then she'll poke her head out and go, hey, they got a really nice kitchen in here.
Thank you.
Do any of you know how to cook?
They had a really nice kitchen.
I do.
Okay, we have a really nice kitchen.
That's fair. Inside the drawers are an assortment of butcher's knives, saws, and choppers.
Neat. And she'll immediately go into the next.
Yep.
She's like, I've seen a kitchen before. Bye.
When you walk into this room, you become aware of the fact that all across the ceiling are hooks, and hanging off of these hooks in just dozens upon dozens, maybe even 100, are unlit hooded lanterns, all of them facing your way, just looking, staring at you,
Their eyes.
boring into your mind. And then that weirdness stops, and then you find that from iron hooks set into the ceiling hang 3 long strings of sausages, a large ham, and a hunk of meat. Against the hull are 3 sacks. Set against the bulkhead besides the door are casks and a ceramic jar. Against the other bulkhead are set a large and a small cask and another ceramic jar. There's an opening in the latter bulkhead about 3 feet square, and with its lower edge about 3 feet above the deck.
I'll start rummaging through, like poking at, looking in the pots and things. Make sure this is all just what she thinks this is, which is large.
Yeah, it's just food storage. You find beef, ale, flour, salt, honey, olive oil. It's relatively fresh food, so you don't have to go shopping for food.
She'll take a dagger and cut one of the sausages off so she can eat something while she goes to inspect this last room.
Does Burb join me or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you give the bird money?
Okay. Give the Burb money.
Do you give the bird a gold coin?
Yes.
Then it will hop on your shoulder.
What's your name?
Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!
I'm just gonna call you...
8.
Can I call you 8 for short?
Pieces is a
No,
much.
no.
What are you doing?
Or would you
Call
prefer
him Poe.
P6?
Bird
Oh.
flies over to Benthos and smacks him with a wing.
Just slap
That's fair.
her, flies back.
That's fair. He deserves that.
Why?
You know what you did.
You know what you did,
Do I?
Mr. Abbreviator.
Yes! I thought it was clever.
It was.
It was pretty clever.
I liked it, but not enough that I'm not going to smack you with a bird. Anyway,
Ow.
It's a light smack. Don't worry. Bird's
yeah,
really
it's-
not big.
yeah,
Why'd
it's
you-
like it's more of like you got hit with feathers. What do you want?
Why do feathered creatures seem to dislike me?
I think it was...
I think it's because you're part fish. You're natural prey to them.
No,
Those bigoted birds.
I think he thought it was funny, but still felt like smacking you. So I think he approves, just felt like smacking you.
So the last room has 2 coiled lengths of rope and 3 rolls of sailcloth lying on the deck alongside a large box. Large wooden cask stands next to 6 lengths of wood planking set into a wooden rack. Fastened to the bulkhead by the door are 2 metal-headed hammers, 2 wooden mallets, 2 saws, and an adze. Okay. There's an opening about 3 feet square, and with its lower edge about 7 feet above the deck, in the other bulkhead. You found the ship stores.
Yay. Now, remembering what happened to good old Bentos, I'm gonna search this box just in case they've trapped this for some reason.
Sure, give me an investigate or not an investigate. The other one. You know, perception. It is not trapped, and you realize it would be a little awkward to trap your supplies.
Look, I don't know that. They trap everything on this boat.
It's true.
So,
You find the box contains copper nails. The cask is 3/4 full of hard, dry tar, and they're just here for repairs. Torvin can certainly tell you that.
okay. So she'll go to leave, get a little thing of veil on the way out, and now she's just eating a sausage, drinking some booze. Oh, this place is pretty nicely stocked. Anyone hungry?
I'm hungry for knowledge about these cloak and slippers.
There's
For
ale?
justice, and then I toss a prisoner over the water.
No. All right. So, Torvin, the
Aye.
cloak is not magical, but the slippers, whew, those bad boys are magical.
Magically comfortable.
Yeah, slippers of comfort, +2.
Tell me more.
Are you identify?
Yeah, I just sat down and cast Identify.
Okay, I didn't know if it was identify or detect magic.
Oh,
Alright.
no. I skipped right over Detect Magic.
I got you. I get you. All right, so these slippers are known as slippers of comfort.
Boom.
And when you put them on, not only are they super comfortable, but they give you a +1 to your stealth checks because they're also padded.
Ooh. Fancy. I'll put those in the bag of holding for later. And I'll wander outside.
So, I will get started cooking a meal for us. I believe Oceanus is quite starved. In the meantime, I think we should decide what we're going to be doing.
Bringing the boat back into port, I assume.
I would like to get paid, yes.
Oh, aye, but we have also got to figure out what we're going to be doing with these lot here. Because, you know, technically we agreed to kill them all. But, you know, I mean, they were kind of pushovers. I imagine we was expecting more of a fight.
We still need to decide this, and she kind of looks at the 5 plus the lizard people and just goes, "Are you all smugglers?"
The 3 lizard folk, I assume you said it to them also in Draconic.
In Draconic, yes.
Lizard.
Yes.
Lizard.
But yeah,
Lizard.
just kind of like very pointedly, "Are you all smugglers?"
Lizards all shake their heads.
Yeah, okay.
No, we're here to buy stuff.
Yep. And then these 5, are you guys smugglers?
You suspect one of the dim-witted ones goes, "Yep, that's
Alright.
us." We
I
smuggle."
gesture to Benthos for that one to go over.
Alright, well, with him still tied up, I'll just dangle him over the side with my trident and drop him to the quippers.
She looks at the remaining ones. Are you guys smugglers?
Gonna make a couple of rolls here. 1 second.
Must make intelligence saving throws.
Another one goes, "Yes, we're smugglers. Why did you kill him?"
He goes over too.
Yeah, just keep chucking them. I'm trying to make this easy for them.
All right, so I'm gonna start making these now with advantage.
All right. Who else?
They're
who
now
else
starting
is
to get the picture.
Who else is a smuggler on this ship?
Firth
We're
says,
all smugglers.
Marybeth almost raised her hand and then quickly put it back in.
Firth is
Personally
like,
throws Maribel.
definitely not. I'm gonna look for a new line of work somewhere on the dry land, very far away from the ocean.
Sounds like a
Even
good
cold.
idea.
And then one of them says, "Firth, what the hell are you talking about? We're smugglers, you idiot."
And throw him over.
Wow.
Torvin just like covers his fucking face with his palm.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we could use these guys to get us back to the. But no, they are just dumb as a sack of rocks, and they sink like them too.
Look really confused just watching this. Just
Mm-hmm.
The last one finally goes, "You know, I've actually really thought about being a baker."
I mean, you
That's a
can
noble
still work on this ship. You're just not
A smuggler.
A
smugglers.
smuggler, and she like winks very like a wink. You know.
Whatever doesn't get me thrown overboard.
There you go.
There you go. Good. That's a great attitude.
Glad we reached this understanding.
for Oceanus.
I'm not a smuggler.
No, I know. I was gonna,
You can swim, buddy.
I was.
There's still
I was
dangerous fish down there.
That's fair.
It's true,
I
they
was
are
going-
very hungry.
I was going to ask if you plan on returning to your the tribe, or if you'd be interested in work for them. It kind of seems like it's in need of a. It's like I do that thing where I'm like, kind of seems like, and then I just look overboard, and then back at him.
We have
Well-
quite a few openings.
Is he a sailor though?
Not so much, but I can follow directions, certainly until we get back to land. I do have to tell the tribe that this boat is, and the trouble that it caused is no more. So I can't be a permanent fixture. But for now, I can stick around.
I will get you back to shore. I'd rather hire, like actual sailors for things like this anyway. Just if it's all the same to the rest of you lot. I mean,
Oh yes, I just more once we got back into port. These are legitimate sailors and not anything that we need to answer for.
of course, very true.
Well, we won't be able to afford it.
And you are
Sam.
Firth and Sam.
The minute you say Firth, and you say it pointedly at Foul Firthoff, Oceanus grabs him by the feet and flips him off the boat.
I'm gonna grab him.
Wait, why did he do that?
That was quite the greeting.
Give me...
Buddy,
Is something wrong with that? Did the lad do something to you?
Tortured and didn't feed me.
Oh,
Uh,
Albert.
I'm gonna.
Albert's gonna.
I am gonna-
Albert's gonna fly down to this kid and perch on his head. Go ahead, Jay.
I was trying to grab him.
I mean,
You may make a dexterity check to see if you can grab him.
Godspeed, young man.
No, he goes tumbling.
yeah. At the mention of torture and neglect, Albert's gonna land on his head, and Katz is just gonna kind of look over to the side railing and be like, "Well, kid, looks like you're."
Hold on. I would like his side.
Do you need it? Look at him. And she gestures to Oceanus.
The side of torture and neglect.
I'm gonna
Torvin's just gonna sit down and start.
I'm gonna-
cleaning his gun.
I would like to insight this whole situation.
Sure. So, you notice that Firth has a hook on his hand, and you notice Oceanus has a lot of scratches on his face, along with the bruises that are hook-like.
I have a better idea.
Do you?
The bilge.
No, just let him.
He's already in the.
hang
He's already
on,
in the
hold.
water. Why are we
All right,
taking unnecessary?
no,
Never mind
Get
then.
off and I fire a fucking shot in the air.
Hey, it's loud.
It is loud. We're done. We're leaving the boy in the water. You, very nice fish woman, Tail, Ta.
Blue.
To hail.
You're swinging back and forth on me here, and it's giving me whiplash. We're just let the man have his vengeance. He threw him overboard. That's what he gets. All right.
Savage, then. I'm gonna drag the captain down. The captain's
corpse?
body down.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the captain the captain doesn't have, he has no say in this, so
That
you
is
can
right.
drag him
Yeah.
down.
Merritt just looks at him like, well, I mean, she was gonna do worse. She was gonna feed that kid to the grub.
Yeah, like, and even then, why are we taking extra steps to pull this kid out of the water and then to throw him back into something where it's gonna
Just
Either way, he's
let
getting
him
eaten
die.
by something.
Yeah,
It
it's like, just let him
doesn't matter.
It doesn't, which is why we're like, why are we?
Well,
Guess-
drop it.
It's not something for you to be getting so upset about. She's gonna signal for Albert to fly back to her and let the kid float in the water.
Oh, he doesn't float very long. He's tied up.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna make it easy. I was gonna make it easy for him, but he can just drown.
ripping pepperonis.
Pepperoni and cheese.
I also just shout over the water, lunch!
Yeah, those quippers are already going to town on all of the idiots.
Alright.
And Sam is just sitting there like, I'm feeling really good about not being part of that crew anymore.
It's probably...
Aye, that's probably a good plan.
Yes, you were the smartest of the lot. Good for you, Sam.
Maribeth,
Mm-hmm.
you want to take Rai, pull down the sails? I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the anchor. We can get the shite out of here. Try and limp our way back to shore.
Yeah, sooner we
Yeah.
can get back the better.
I can help with the anchor.
Alright. Katza,
Mm-hmm.
would you be able to hoist up the dinghy that we've got over on the side there?
She, like, pats her arm muscles and, like, sure! Get,
Yeah, that was
get right
a
on.
guess.
Get right
You
on
know.
that.
Yeah, if you can't, it's not a big deal. I just figure, I'd rather not leave a raft just in case any of these blackguards happen to survive the kippers, eh?
She looks to Benthos and is like, how do I work this contraption?
It's a winch. You don't need much muscle, you just kinda pull.
Well, technically you do need two people for it. Could you get one of your lizardmen friends to help you grab the other side? It's just two sets of rope and you're just pulling down at the same time.
So
Over and over.
she'll translate in Draconic what needs to be done and have them do it. With a
Yeah,
please and a thank you.
They winch that bad boy up, and
Great.
I'm just gonna delete the token, but you guys, because it'll
We
just
have two
right there.
rowboats.
Alright, Benthos, you said you would be able to go ahead and pull up the anchor then?
Yeah, is there a mechanism above deck for that, or would I have to go down?
That's a good question.
I believe that the anchor is up here,
Yeah, it's
so
yeah, it's
you
right
would
here.
just have to go up there and winch it up.
Yeah,
Got it.
looks like it.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, and I'll head up to the rudder, I guess.
All right.
Do I need any sort of athletics check or anything?
No, the winch is there so that everybody can manage it.
Okay.
I'm
Just
gonna stand
pushing
next
the
to
circle.
Corbin at the rudder.
Go out into the desert and push the wheel of gyre.
After I finish feeding the captain to the bugs, I'm going to climb up into the crow's nest and make sure that nobody is like
Following.
hiding.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, nobody's up there. But you do have a pretty sweet view of the land. Well, like in the distance, the land. But you do have a pretty sweet view of the ocean all around you. So, are we going to get underway to go back to Saltmarsh?
You should get
Fuck
underway.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Who is in charge of leading the team to get the boat going?
I can pilot the boat, so you know.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean-
Maribeth.
I also have water vehicles, so whatever.
Yeah, we can all drive.
I can
All
cook
right.
and heal.
Somebody give me a water vehicles.
What's the stat you want for that?
Just
Are
dicks, I
you-
guess.
It depends on how you're steering it. Are you
Hmm.
steering using your knowledge? Are you steering based on your own, agileness? So really, it's whatever check you want. I'm just really making you do this so that I know that you don't hit a rock and sink immediately.
Hmm. Your call for us.
Hit that rock. Do it.
No, I
Alright.
don't wanna.
You don't hit a rock.
No, I don't think I will.
You guys get underway. You're slightly short-handed because of idiocy.
Rye's gonna
But
be running
you
each
man-
position that's needed.
Yeah, pretty much. So Rye's just running back and forth. Torvin's working the rudder. Marybeth is probably steering. Benthos is standing on the front of the boat going,
I can do whatever else is needed. I can very
I'm the
much
king
pull
of the
rigging.
world!
Oh
And
my
everyone
god.
thinks he's very cool.
Everyone does.
And eventually, you guys get back into Saltmarsh with your own fancy boat,
Yeah, fancy fucking boat.
which is pretty cool.
Also, was there a name on the boat?
The Sea Ghost.
I actually kind of like that.
Sea Ghost, coast to coast.
You would, Mr. Possessed.
Speaking of that, give me an Arcana check, Rye.
Six.
You vaguely get some kind of a sense of familiarity from the sword now that you're working a boat, but not much beyond that.
I'm gonna
Alright.
double my cloak.
All right, kids. So, which dock are you going to attempt to dock at?
The one that was closest to where we needed to talk to the town hall people.
All right, let me pull that information up because
Probably run a flag.
Definitely.
Also, do they have a pirate flag? Because we should probably take that down.
Yeah, we should definitely not hoist those colors.
Totally. I totally asked.
Let's take down
to
that
do that.
Dragon Skull Jolly Roger.
We also
Just- yeah.
we also changed the ship name on the side of the boat from the Squall Eater to the Ball Eater. It's a very luxurious bee.
that is terrible, and you're a terrible person.
You're welcome.
Okay, so you guys close to where you need to go. God damn it! Just give me the information on the fucking town. All right, so that's 14. So you guys can dock near. Basically, if you want to, you can go back to where you had docked the last time, which is down here. Which the council hall is 14. So
Yeah, it's fine. Assuming we have enough room for the ship.
yeah, I think you probably have enough room for it.
Fuck yeah. we'll
Otherwise,
dock
you
it.
can do that thing where you don't dock the ship, but you kind of like anchor it, and then you take like the dinghy out.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably actually what you end up doing.
That's usually what happens unless you need repairs
Yeah.
on the ship.
Yep. So I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that you guys do that. So you guys will dock back at the same place. I forget what the guard's name was, and I'm sad because I liked him, but that guard is there.
Wasn't it like
And
a really
he's
simple
just-
name like Rob or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like Robert. Yeah, it was Robert. Robert the guard.
Yes,
Robert.
hello.
Robert looks at you
Let's
guys.
change
again.
let's change this up to avoid some confusion and just name him Rupert.
Name him what?
Rupert.
Rupert. All right. So Rupert the guard
Hi, Ruby.
looks at you. looks at you guys as you come aboard again, and you dock once more, and he goes, "Did you guys take their ship?"
Yes.
Aye.
That's
To
pretty.
be fair, the council said we could. I asked.
They
I
weren't
made a meal
interested
for
anymore.
everyone too.
We were all betting that you were gonna blow it up.
I would blow up a
Honestly,
good ship.
we really sort of took care of it without much of a hassle at all.
They were very pushy.
It was a wee bit underwhelming, if I'm being honest.
Well, maybe people shouldn't fucking crit the entire time. It'd be more of a challenging fight.
It's true.
I'm allowed to have an ego.
Yeah, either way, though, I clap my hands together, rub them, smile. That'll be a matter of payment, I believe.
You're gonna want to go talk to the council, Torvin.
Oi, yeah. Yeah, I know. Take us there, come on.
You know where it is. You live here.
Yeah, I know where it is, but every time I go, you're always escorting me. I thought this was just sort of our thing, our witty repertoire.
I think the reason you're escorted half the time you go there is because you did something wrong.
Why would we bring him to the council chamber for that? We'd just
I
bring
do
him to the
very
guard.
little wrong.
Things tend
That's
to
all
explode
right.
around him, to be fair.
Yeah, all right. We'll bring you. I think Councilwoman Edda is still there.
Great.
I'm still dressed with seaweed and tattered cloak.
Ma'am,
Why
there
have you
are
yet to change?
there are many stalls that sell clothing if you require.
I am neither too cold nor too hot.
I'm exactly right.
It's a real fish out of water situation here.
That's terrible, Torvin.
No, this is weird for me too.
Well,
The real sea elf out of water.
anybody not want to come talk to the council? Great, let's fucking go then.
Alright.
Excellent. So, you guys go to the council chamber. Once again, led inside and escorted up to the council chamber. Specifically, where Edda Owland is sitting, probably frustrated that she has to deal with these smugglers if you guys don't. But so she brightens up considerably when you get in. And she says, "Please, just tell me that you did the job."
Oh yeah, everyone's dead. Total massacre. Got a boat.
I fed them
you're
to
serious?
fish and bugs.
Oh, no. To be clear, yes, it was a very quick and easy job. Took out the captain, several members, well, all the members of the crew. Yeah.
I hold out the hat with all the ears in it.
I like you.
That's morbid.
It's the language that they understand, though.
Indeed. You know what
Unfortunately.
language we understand, though?
Primordial. Wait, no, this wasn't a literal question, was it?
No,
I pat
You're learning.
Bubbles' arm.
You will get paid, of course. Did you find any of their smuggled goods, by any chance?
There is plenty aboard the ship, and there was also an elf, a sea elf.
Yeah, we found some things.
I think they mentioned weapons being smuggled. Or
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
honestly, if
hidden
you
away
give
in a
me
compartment.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that there were weapons hidden away in a compartment somewhere.
And she also mentioned we had scavenging, right?
That's
I-
true. We here at Saltmarsh would be more than willing to buy the cargo off the ship, however, put it to actual use.
Sure. Whatever we can make use of ourselves.
with our fine new craft.
And of course, you may keep the boat, yes. If that
With
is
the ship.
what you choose. But first, I will send someone to your boat to look over the cargo if you wish to have someone with them to make sure that nothing shenaniganery happens. I perfectly understand, just to see how much it's all worth. But I
can
did
go with them.
Of course. I did promise you all 400 gold for the completion of the job. So she claps, and Rupert comes out with a chest of gold containing 400 gold pieces.
That's so much gold, guys.
Torvin also claps, and then looks over
Rupert
at
comes
Benthos.
over with another
Looks over at
gold.
Benthos. And then just like awkwardly claps again, and just kind of like stares at Benthos.
Comfish servant, I need my things.
I guess I am the most athletic here, and I'll pick up chests.
I look very surprised,
But happy.
delighted.
But like super happy.
Yeah,
He just mumbles
Right,
under
like
his
a-
breath, holy shit, it worked.
give Rye like a low five.
I will do that low 5.
Look, I enjoy these people's company. It's fine.
So, Rye, you volunteered to go back to the boat so that they can have someone take a look at all the stuff?
Yes.
Alright, so we'll do that quick because that'll be a quick scene. You get assigned this nerdy-looking guy who is an accountant. And he's like, there's no more pirates on the boat, right?
I think they were smugglers, not pirates.
Is there a difference?
I mean, there's bones of one left in the bill.
Do they dabble in necromancy?
No, I
No.
fed them to bug.
The bilge is quite infested. I would not go down there.
Oh,
You
okay.
can call it infested. I call it a natural
It's
decomposition.
infested.
Yeah, we're gonna need to clean that out.
Should probably clean that out, yeah.
But there's nothing in the bilge other than that. Everything else is out where you can see it.
All right. Then I'll do my job, and I'll be able to sort out how much the town will pay for all of the former owners' wares. I suppose they're your wares now.
Salvaging rights.
Yes. He seems incredibly nervous that he's hanging out with the goblin during this.
I'll go with them.
He seems even more nervous that now he has a drow and a goblin.
I'm also
will-
there because I was transporting the chest of gold.
At this point,
No,
it'll
it's
be
just-
weird if a human goes with him, so I'm not going to go with him.
All the non-humanoid, like humans, are there other than the
The
dwarf.
monstrous races.
Yeah, no,
I'm-
it's fine. Yeah.
So whoever ends up going with them, just to make sure that he doesn't steal anything, he does not. He kind of goes through the cargo, he goes through the smuggling hold. Katsa, while he's looking things over, one of the lizard folk goes over to you and says, we paid smugglers for weapons
What?
in Draconic.
What?
You can understand Draconic?
No.
Already
That's why
then.
he's
That's
Why
why
she's talking to
someone what?
Katsa?
I'm pretty sure I'm not
you
there
go?
either.
Yeah, on the boat, right?
Oh no, they
No, this is
they came to you.
yeah. This is not that. You guys went somewhere.
Oh,
Um,
I'm on the boat.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry about that. Plate.
You
Everything
alive?
Okay.
Yep. Just hit a plate. For weapons, were the weapons on the boat?
Yes, they were hidden away.
What were they?
Steel or iron, because we haven't quite cracked steel yet.
Okay. Is Torvin nearby?
Aye.
Is there anything on the ledger for iron weapons for these fine gentlemen?
On the ledger, shite. Let me check.
By
pull the ledger
by
up real
ledger,
quick.
but yeah, by ledger I mean like their inventory plus
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
we checked.
I know exactly what. Yeah, because well, yes, they're sorry. There are iron weapons on board. They were in the smuggling compartment though, and I'm not sure if there's an official bill of this thing. Even if it's not though, we own it, so we can just, trade it to him. Oi, big lizard fella. What? Can you ask him what he paid for it with? Is it him? I don't.
How much did you
Scales and flat. I don't.
Honestly, I didn't inquire, and what I know of
Didn't he like to assume?
No, it's usually best not to, and they don't quite have the humanoid dimorphism. Lizard folk don't need breasts. It's quite strange.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I didn't know which one is.
Unless they tell you, it's usually just they them. Is
Fair
easiest.
The males have bigger sails. That's what I'm looking.
Sure. So yes, it's just best to assume. And then she'll switch back to Draconic and just be like, "Do you remember what you traded for the weapons? We have documentation of it, so I can get that for you. We just want to cross-reference and verify."
We have not paid yet. We were going to pay when we landed.
Very well. We have the items in that you mentioned. So, what were you planning to trade?
Most valuable metal.
Go on.
Oh no.
And two of the lizard folk that they are carrying a chest between them, the leader opens it, and inside are electrum ingots.
And she
Oh,
says,
no.
and she
You're
said,
joking.
"Perfect. I knew there was a reason I kept you all around. I see you are lizard folk of culture as well."
Oh god, she's an
Can I-
agent of Hallister Blackcloak. Or
Can I look it over and get an estimate of how much electrum is there?
There are another 10
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause real quick. You said they haven't figured out how to make steel, but they figured out how to
Electrum?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You know what? Fine. That's fair. All right. Yeah.
How many electrum?
There are 10 electrum ingots, each worth 100 electrum each.
So 2,000 gold.
Another 2,000 gold. In case you guys aren't figuring it out, running a boat is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
it's not
expect to
expensive.
keep all this money.
Torvin looks at Katza, looks back at the stuff, leans over to Katza and like puts his hand like over his mouth and just mutters quietly. It's just like, it's a simple alchemical process to actually turn this into some usable gold. So yeah, I think that'll be fine. It's about 2,000 gold.
Good to know. All right. Well, we should find a place to offload their wares. Let's write up an official bill of sale for them, so they don't have any trouble leaving the town.
Aye, that makes sense. I imagine. Can you ask them? Are they planning to go by land, or are they going to use Kingfisher River? What's their plan there for that?
Yes. How in Draconic again? How are you planning to transport all of this? And since we have reached a amicable transaction, I'd be very interested in knowing where the village had moved to.
The lizard folk kind of talk amongst themselves for a moment, and then the leader turns to look at Katsa again and says, "We'll need to talk to the queen.
Of course.
Outsiders we're hidden from all outsiders, but you've done us a good turn."
And I'm
So-
not really an outsider.
You realize that you haven't seen these three in particular, so they don't know you.
Of course. When you get back, just mention that you ran into Katza Blackbriar and she's been looking for the tribe. If the queen recognizes the name and is fine with continued relations, just have somebody come back to town and let me know.
They nod.
So yeah, let's work out the sale transaction for them. Get
Yep,
out of here.
it's so you guys will lose all of the 10 shields, the 10 all of that stuff, basically.
Yeah, it's
Getting
fine.
my old shield.
Were the emblazoned ones magical?
No,
No,
none of
they
them
weren't.
were.
Okay.
One
Alright,
of them does go up and say, where's the fancy shield?
Oh, alright, I got that. I reach into the bag of holding, pull that out. Heh.
Ah, but it's not
my
there.
old shield.
Somebody
It's
took
not
it.
there. Oh, I've been robbed. I narrow my eyes. I look accusingly at Albert.
Hoot.
Why are you looking at Albert?
Because he's a crazy dwarf.
my bird didn't take the shield.
He hasn't connected the dots yet. And the goblin's not there to stare at.
I don't know. He's a shady wee magic one lot.
It is,
Always poofing in and out.
it is a fey creature. Of course it does that.
Oh, I'm on to you, boyo. I like raise a finger.
He lands on your finger.
I gasp.
He's attacking. Evasive maneuvers.
And then he flies back to Katza.
Hmm.
Right, we're gonna need a moment or two to find that other shield. Shite. It's probably back on the boat, I guess.
Did we leave that guy tied up to the mast?
I
don't
assume
think we
you
did.
let him out by now.
We needed him to help man at least one of these stations, so Rye wasn't doing mostly everything.
Now I get to find a cool picture for his token, since he'll be sticking around.
Yeah, because he's not allowed to look exactly like my character.
Yes. I was gonna find like a character that had like a little baker hat on his head
Oh, it's
because he
easy.
wants to be a baker.
Just take the generic token and draw an eye patch on it.
That's true, I could do that too. Okay, so the accountant will come to terms, not counting the weapons because you guys get to them and be like, hey, yeah, those are right, we're not selling those. You all will receive 200 gold pieces for the return of the silken brandy that was stolen,
Each?
and all together.
Ah.
All together? Alright, I'm
seems
just
a
gonna add
little
it to...
low.
What?
So it's actually, that's not as much as you would get if you sold it all, but
We had no
that
way of
is
knowing.
It's also guaranteed.
Okay,
sales.
and you get 500 for all of the on the up and up stuff, like
All
the
right,
ale.
Alright, real quick. Nobody else mark this down. I'm just putting all of this total stuff in the group loot, and we'll just divide it up afterwards.
Okay.
Continue, Rez.
Not so he's like, oh, you are selling, so not the weapons.
Nope, those already been offloaded. And then, is Rye there?
Yes.
Do I see the shield?
I'm on the ship. Wait, what's going on?
That they're
Yeah,
all
he
at
came
the
to
ship
the-
now.
Yeah, he came to
Okay.
the ship to go look for.
Do I
The
see the
shield.
shield on Rye?
Rye, are you wearing the shield with the fancy lizard on it?
It's probably strung across her back.
I look devastated.
I was really hoping that you'd be like, right, I need your help finding the shield and be completely oblivious to it.
My wisdom and intellect are both far too high for that kind of shenanigan.
It's a shame. It would have been really funny.
It's true.
Yeah, he's Rye's got the shield on her back.
I just look at Albert
Hoot.
and give a.
He looks
and
at
give
you
a-
like, yeah, and he's like gesturing with a wing over Rye, like, yeah, you're gonna still blame it on me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I give a gentle, apologetic bow of my head.
He talked her into it. Don't believe his lies.
It's the mastermind.
I look
10
very
levels later, we're
confused.
fighting Albert and a kraken.
Oh, mother of God, I knew it.
Just steeples
I mean-
his feathers. It goes hoot. Hoot.
Some of you are underestimating Commander Muffins.
Hoot.
Right.
Yes?
You took that fucking shield, didn't you?
Wow. First
Uh,
off, hostile. Second off, I think Benthos gave it to her.
No, Benthos gave her this one, and I pulled the original shield out of the bag.
Albert gave this one to me.
Bullshit, he did.
Fucking do it! And I like throw that shield on the ground and just like point at Albert.
Bullshit, he did.
I want to roll an insight on Katza. I need to know if she's in on it.
Oh god.
She's
18.
She's not in on.
Oh, you poor sweet summer child, ye know not the dealings of the Fae.
What?
Mayor Beth will casually walk over, pick up the old shield, wander over to Rye, be like, "Here, we'll get you a fancy one after we get paid,"
Okay.
and hold up the old shield to take the lizard one.
Yeah, the lizard folk will take their fancy shield.
Rye looks sad.
It's okay. We'll make it look cooler than that one.
I try to throw kelp in Rye's face to cheer her up.
Make an improvised dexterity attack roll. So just a dex check, basically. No proficiency.
I throw it in my face.
You somehow...
She throws
Just-
it at Rye, it bounces off the mast and hits her.
Yeah, I don't know quite how it works. Something very cartoony occurs. And
Yeah, it's like I throw it off screen and it doesn't, and then it just like cuts to Rye, and then it comes back to me and it just flies back in my face.
No, it just
I'm
pelts
just
this, it just
picturing-
pelts this old lady walking by.
Ow!
I was
Bounces off her
picturing her.
shield.
I was picturing her trying to throw the kelp that she was currently wearing and just somehow tripping herself.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
Tug. Oh!
That also makes sense.
So,
And then I just say, with kelp in my face, "Don't be sad, Rye."
She's looking the wrong direction, man.
I am, yes.
so 200 gold and then 500 gold.
Correct.
Is there any more?
There is no more, but
Excellent.
Seems a little light.
Our electrum bars.
all of your
I have
electrum.
already I have already magicked the electrum into gold.
All right, so
I have much power.
So 4,000
So,
gold. Gee.
that everyone, ladies, or lady, gentlemen, audience, that is the official conclusion to part 1 of Ghosts of the Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
Yay.
Unleash the purple worm.
You all
No.
you all have leveled up to level 3, so you may proceed with that.
Yeah.
As previously mentioned, I am under the weather, so I was not going to run a full game tonight, so we are actually going to wrap up here. I apologize, and I should be feeling much better the next time we play.
It's all good. Let's see if we have anyone.
D6 plus
To
6.
raise.
Yes!
My
We're doing the new thingy too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, for those of you at home, we are implementing a new rule for rolling HP. How it works, basically, is you take whatever your hit die is. So, say you have a D10. Instead of rolling a D10, you would roll a 1D6, and then you would add you would add 4. So, you will always get at least half of your normal hit die. This is just to ensure that people who are supposed to have high HP, like, say,
It's so fighters and
fighters-
barbarians don't get
Hi.
screwed.
pretty much. So it's basically so that fighters and barbarians don't end up having less HP than the wizard somehow.
And we had our con
I'll
mod
take
too,
it.
right?
And you also add your combat.
I'll take
Yeah.
a max roll. Yeah.
You have a 1d8 hit die,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
so it'd be 10.
So that said, thank you all for watching, and tune in 2 weeks' time for Ghosts of the Saltmarsh Part 2. Danger at Dunwater. Ooh.
And of course, thank you, Rez, for running for us.
No problem.
Alrighty.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Rez.
Raz.
we're going to raid another D&D stream. It is Jero for us all. They're somebody we've connected with on Twitter, and they've been pretty supportive, lurking where they can in our streams. So we're going to return the love. At least stick around for a little while so that he can feel the nice bump up. They're playing Tomb of Annihilation.
Hey, Benthos.
Yes.
Hey, Benthos.
What's your hit points?
Let's see. I got the solid 4,
And
plus
away
another 3,
we go.
plus the 5 I rolled. So that's an additional 12 on top of my 22.